Well, I'm back. Welcome back, guys, to Fight Hard, Fight Clean. And today, we're talking about professional boxing. On January 31st, Teofimo Lopez will go against Shakur Stevenson for the WBO Junior Welterweight Championship. Wow. Two very big names, two massive stars going at it for some gold. Like, what more could you ask for in boxing? As always, let's look at the tail of the tape for this fight. As you can see, Shakur Stevenson is undefeated. Teofimo Lopez has only one defeat. They both have recent wins. Teofimo Lopez was against Arnold Barboza Jr. on the Times Square card, and Shakur Stevenson defeated William Cepeda on a different Ring Magazine card. They've got a similar reach. They've got a similar height. Teofimo Lopez is naturally heavier, but Shakur is going up to 140 for this fight. We'll see how he adapts to the new weight. And from the looks of it, people are thinking that Shakur Stevenson is going to run away with this one. But when I look at this fight stylistically, I see two outcomes for the nature of this fight. This will either be a really good fight, like the peak of the sweet science, or by far the most boring snooze fest I will ever see in my life. Shakur and Teofimo Lopez like the counter-striking approach, especially Shakur. Like, he sticks to the counter-striking no matter what. Now, with that being said, I do think Shakur is a better counter-striker than Teofimo Lopez because of his ability to stick to that style no matter what. And again, I think strength of style in this fight will really play into the hands of Shakur Stevenson unless Teofimo Lopez can find a way around that, weird defense and weird style of Shakur and maybe land some offense. I think Shakur even said, like, Teofimo Lopez is a bad matchup for him and vice versa because of their styles and because of how this fight could go. They are willing to wait until their opponent, gives out some offense so they can, move off of it and take advantage of it. Well, when you have two counter strikers who are going to wait for each other to throw a punch, nothing's going to happen. I think Teofimo knows that counter striking is Shakur's bread and butter, and getting too aggressive and offensive will leave him open for counter strikes, which will lose him rounds or leave him knocked out. So I think Teofimo needs to find a way to make Shakur take risks. Like, it's like that basketball move where you put the basketball just in front of them for them to reach forward and they can't reach it. You're like, I was right there. But that's still going to be hard because Shakur is so willing and able to stick to that game plan no matter what of, all right, I'm just going to stay here until you throw a shot. I'm just going to stay here. I don't care what happens. Throw a shot and then I'm going to counter strike it no matter what. So Teofimo's got to try something. Maybe be quick on his feet, get into range for Shakur to strike, and then as soon as he throws it back, boom. But Shakur's got quick hands as well. And Teofimo Lopez has got some good power. So if he can find a way, like I said, to make Shakur take a risk, then he could land a good shot and leave Shakur knocked down or knocked out. But you never know. Shakur Stevenson could pull off a fucking Devin Haney against Brian Norman Jr. and then turn into a powerhouse and knock Teofimo Lopez down. Is that going to happen? I don't think so. I don't think if he does get knocked down, it's going to be from a counter shot. And I don't think Shakur Stevenson's going to walk up to Teofimo Lopez and knock him down through the guard. I don't think that's going to happen. But because, again, of his strength of game plan and his ability to stick to the game plan like a rat trap, one of those sticky rat traps, I think he will win this fight by a decision. I like this fight a lot because these two fighters are really in touch with social media, like severely in touch with everything. You've got Teofimo Lopez hanging out with Aiden Ross on Brand Risk Promotions as like a normal person or a regular on those events. You've got Shakur Stevenson on X chirping at Dean the Great, those two chirping at each other to maybe set up a fight. The personalities here are so good for the sport of boxing that it's amazing that they're going to step into the ring with each other. But again, we have a formula here for a really, really boring fight. Also, I think it's really cool that Shakur wants to move up to 140 to become a 2-division champ. And hell, who knows? Maybe after Tank Davis is done with his alleged, domestic violence stuff and all that jazz, then we could get Shakur versus Tank at a later date. Who knows? Boxing's getting good again, and Yeah, I'm excited to see what's next. So, who do you think is going to win between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez? Let me know in the comments down below. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps me out a bunch. And this is where I'd usually say fight hard, fight clean. However, I want to talk to you a little bit about where I've been and my plan for this year. If you don't care, then I hope you have a good one. Fight hard, fight clean. Where I've been for the past, I think it's 2 or 3 weeks, was it was a weird mix of busy and lazy. I was working my ass off at my job, you know, as you do, because having extra dough in the pocket's always good. I mean, I bought a new mixer. Hopefully I can showcase it. There we go. Bought a new mixer because the last one was making the most horrific sounds I've ever heard in my life. I think that's going to be a really helpful upgrade. What else have I been doing? I watched Stranger Things. That happened. I might make a video on what that fucking horrific finale. What horrific. So let me know if you want to see that. If this video gets 3 likes, I'll make a video on Stranger Things. Now, what I want to do with this channel, I don't know if I've ever said it publicly, but I want to follow a Monday, Wednesday, Friday posting schedule. The beginning of January has proven that it's not looking great, but no, that is the plan. And also, I want to be more goofy in these videos. Every video I've made, I've tried to make a professional approach, like, oh, this is going to happen in this fight. This is going to happen. But realistically, I'm not an expert yet. And I can't pretend to be an expert because there are many boxing, like actual boxing experts and purists who are probably going to watch this like, this guy's a fucking moron. Like, what, how, heck? So expect a lot more, you know, fun-loving videos in the future and not less of the, you know, basic talking head. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. More videos coming soon. And as always, fight hard, fight clean, and I'll see you soon.